What is up, YouTube? What is up, guys? It's Sean here. Super Farley Brothers back at it again with another video. This is the top 8 games that are still coming out this year, 2018. Coming up at number 1, and again, this is not in any specific order, Super Smash Brothers. The Nintendo Switch version is coming out this year. We did have an unveiling in the Nintendo Switch Direct that we just got back in March. Super Smash Brothers has been around for quite a while. It's one of the first games I ever played back on the Nintendo 64. And then we got Melee, which came out on the GameCube, and that was followed up by Super Smash Bros. Brawl on the Wii. And then we got Super Smash 4, which came out on the Wii U and on the 3DS. Now, Smash 5 is a big title that we will be getting at some point this year. We don't have an exact date, but you know that means it's going to be a $60 game. And of course, the amount of time we're going to all be putting into this game is well worth that amount of money. Our best guess is that E3 is going to give us the rest of this information on when it's coming out, the price, and that's mainly because there is an invitational that is happening during E3 where they're going to showcase the game and people are going to be playing against each other. So it's a pretty safe bet we're going to get all the rest of the info we need come E3. So make sure you guys mark that on your calendars. I believe it's the second week of June. And best guess is the game will probably come out around the same time when the online service is fully released. And that'll still give us some time for those end of the year titles that will be coming out, probably in November and December. Next up on the list is Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus. Now, this is the second game of the series. Wolfenstein originally came out in 2014, which was the New Order. This is an action-adventure first-person shooter, which takes an alternate history post-World War II, where the Nazis were victorious. And you go throughout this game, taking on Nazis, shooting them up. Really similar kind of first-person look to Doom. And this has gotten a lot of love on the PlayStation 4 and on the Xbox just this last year in October. We were able to see some gameplay on this in PAX East, and it really is looking good. It runs at 30 frames per second on the Switch. In docked mode, it's 1080p. A lot of awesome work going into this port, and again, we can probably expect this to be, like Skyrim, like Doom, to be a $60 game. Next up on the list is Mario Tennis Aces. If you have played any of the Mario sports games, you know that this is going to be a phenomenal game to have on the Switch. It's about time we have a sports game where we can use these motion controls of the Joy-Cons to their full capabilities. We will be getting all the old Mario sports characters from the past, Mario Luigi, Wario Peach, Donkey Kong Bowser, Toad, and everybody else. But there are some aspects of the game like the zone shot where people are able to break their rackets. There's a lot of things about this game that look to be well polished. And it'll be interesting to see how this game does as far as sales wise when it does get released on June 22nd. And of course, this is a bigger game. This will probably be $60. But as we know from the Mario sports games in the past, they're always great to play by yourself and with friends and families. So for a lot of people, it'll probably be worth that money. Now the next one I want to talk about is Octopod Traveler. This game is a role-playing adventure game that Square Enix is putting out. Now this game is scheduled to release on July 13th of this year, and we already do have a demo that we can download on the eShop itself, which gives you a pretty good understanding of what the game's going to turn out to be. It's an HD 2D platform, and basically that means that it's kind of a 16-bit looking Super Nintendo style, where the character sprites and the textures all kind of give that old school feel, where the environment and the effects are in high definition. For those of you, again, who haven't gotten to play the demo yet, I would recommend picking that up and seeing if this is a game for you. There has been a huge cult following of this game, and people are really excited to see when this game finally comes to physical and digital this summer. And it'll be nice to have another role-playing adventure game coming from Square Enix that we can play on the go. Next up on the list is Yoshi, and it is a working title, meaning that we do not know the actual name of the game. However, we have had some gameplay for quite a while, and this action platformer really kind of gives that same nostalgic and happy feeling that we get from Kirby. And I imagine that this game is going to be very similar to the play level that we got from Kirby Star Allies, where really players from any age can pick up this game and play by themselves or together. And just like Yoshi's Story or the other Yoshi games from the past, there's always something in these games for everyone. This game will probably also be $60. Has a little bit of a different feel as you're working more with the environment as you run along. Meaning, as you're going through this side scroller, you're kind of going back and forward inside the background and in the foreground. But overall, really beautiful looking game. Really excited to pick this one up and hoping to get a little bit more info at the E3 out in LA this year. Now these next two are remastered games that we were both really excited for. The first one being Crash Bandicoot N. Sane Trilogy. Now this game's already been out for about a year on the PlayStation and on the Xbox, and I believe PC as well, but we're finally able to take it portable now come July 10th. Now this is all 3 original games, the Crash Bandicoot, Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back, and Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. I'm sure there's a lot of people who haven't played the Crash series before, but this game has a lot for both people who have already played it before and still have that nostalgic feel, and for those who have never picked it up in the past at all. Now, like many of the other remastered games that have been coming out, the price for this game is only $40, which is a lot better than having to pick it up for $60. And considering that there's 3 games in one, this is totally worth the price for us, and I'm sure a lot of you out there are excited for this too. Now, the second remastered game that we're getting on the Switch is Dark Souls Remastered. And personally, being someone who has never been immersed in this Dark Souls world, I'm really excited to finally get my hands on this, being able to play it both home in the dock mode and on the go. And for you guys out there that are like me and haven't played this game yet, it's an action RPG, and there's hundreds and hundreds of unique combinations of weaponry, magic, armor, and I believe crafting too, that you can kind of combine together to make your own person and make your own kind of playstyle and gaming experience for your character. And you're just really diving into this dark universe, and it's kind of similar to the whole Skyrim feel, where it's medieval time-ish but with a magic aspect, but definitely a different playstyle, definitely a different feel as you're playing through the game. This was also another game that was shown at PAX East, and they were able to show how the game performed and how it compared to the original on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. So it's exciting to be able to finally get a game like this, to have the Dark Souls franchise come over on the Switch. And this is definitely something I know both Brian and I will be picking up. And I know a lot of people pour tons of hours into this, just like they do for Xenoblade, just like they do for Skyrim, just like they do for Zelda. This is a dark game I'm really excited to get my hands on. And I guess I'm really excited to die a lot, because that is what's coming for me. And guys, last but not least, I wanted to talk about Hollow Knight. This is a platformer that has a ton of hype around it, and it deserves it. It's really hard in this day and age to come out with a platformer that can really break out and be different, considering there are so many different platform games that come out, both on PlayStation, Xbox, and the Switch. Now, they have had some issues trying to port this over, and that is why it's gotten postponed to this year. But from the progress that they have seen, and from reading their Twitter account, it seems that we are for sure getting this game this year, and hopefully it comes about the same price as you can get it on Steam, right about $15. Even if it went up to $20, having seen the footage of this game, having talked to people who have played it on the PC, it really seems like it'd be worth it. And the reviews and awards of this game as won really just speak that it is a fabulous game. The art style, the characters, the personality and design of the character is really something that has excited a lot of people, and we're excited as well. We're really hoping to hear more about this game soon, and we keep up to date with Team Cherry's Twitter page. As soon as we hear something, we'll make sure we retweet it. We'll try to get into a video soon for you guys, so we can get more information about when it's coming out, the price it's going to be, and maybe see, fingers crossed, if they're actually going to go into doing a physical edition for it. Now guys, that is it. I wanted to touch on these top 8 games because these are games that Brian and I are probably going to be picking up ourselves. Check out our other videos, guys. We do have Twitter. We just recently started an Instagram meme page for the channel. Make sure you follow those, and again, always subscribe and leave a comment down below letting us know what you think about these videos, what you think about this video and our other videos on the channel. And guys, let us know what other games you're looking forward that are coming out this year, 2018. This is Sean with Super Farley Brothers signing out, and as always, we'll see ya.